Hey guys, what's going on? EndgameWarrior here, and we're back on Diablo 3, this time with the Wizard. Probably with the Wizard that a lot of people have been noticing is, since they're very squishy, it's hard to come by beginner builds that actually survives low Torment. Right here I have one. It works very well for Torment 1. A lot of crowd control. It does eat a lot of mana, so be warned now that it does. But for straight up fresh level 70s, it works beautifully. And as always, before we even get into the build, I'm going to show you guys I am running basic standard gear. No gems. I just crafted this just to simulate that I'm a brand new level 70. Paragon points have been reset so that you can see I'm not cheating, and even in the cube, nothing to help this build out. Okay, so let's get right into the bread and butter of this build. This build is a degenerate build, so you will be standing in one place for a long time. So, anyways, without further ado, we'll be running Degenerate with Convergence, Black Hole with Blazer, Teleport with Calamity, Familiar with Sparkflint, Magic Weapon with Force Weapon, Energy Armor with Prismatic Armor. For your passive, Audacity, Unwavering Will, Unstoppable Anomaly, and Glass Cannon. Right. Just a few moments ago, I mentioned that this is a degenerate build. That is because degenerate is such a low cost for its damage output that it actually works itself out. All you'll be doing for this build is mainly firing off this little beam, hitting the targets. You can see how my mana drains a little bit, and that's all you'll be doing. It's got a fair bit of range, so you'll be able to hit a lot of things. It does pierce enemies, so you don't have to worry about, oh, I can't hit this target because he's standing behind this guy. It will hit the target, and it will do a lot of damage. Black Hole with Blazer, this basically allows you to dish out more fire damage, which this build is based around, as well as gather them all up so you can just focus them down with Degenerate. Disintegrate, sorry, I keep calling it Degenerate for some reason. So basically, with this, you open with this so you get everyone together. You use your Disintegrate and you just melt them down. And you'll see that on all the little scragglers, they'll melt down pretty quickly. For elites, it will take a little bit of time, and you might have to run around to build up your mana, but you'll kill them. You'll kill them sooner or later. Teleport with Calamity, basically, it is your get out dodge free, as well as dealing some damage to nearby enemies. If you're one of those who prefers a safe passage or even like wormhole, you can go with that as well. I'm just going Calamity just for that extra damage when they get close, so that I have a way to get out of it. Familiar with Sparkflint. This basically gives you increased damage, as well as gives you another person to deal damage as well. As you see right there, someone's a fiery familiar that attacks your enemies for 240% weapon damage as fire. This companion cannot be targeted or damaged by enemies last 10 minutes. As for the long, so you do have to keep them up for those 10 minutes, but you barely even notice them gone. Like, you'll find that you're focusing more on your other cooldowns than you are with this one. As well as this guy gives you a 10% increased damage, which is huge, because you're going to be doing next to nothing to begin with. So getting board damage out to melt these targets down really does help. Force Weapon increases your damage. Enough said. Energy Armor with Prismatic Armor. This increases your armor value but decreases your arcane power. But at the same time, it also increases your resistance. So this allows you to basically be able to survive those AoEs. So those poisons, those arcanes, everything that you find that are hitting you hard, this will help you out. Now on to our passives. Audacity. You deal 30% damage to enemies within 15 yards. We need that damage. What more can I say about that one? Unwavering Will. Standing still for 1.5 seconds increases the following attributes: armor, all resist, and damage by 10%. Very, very good, well-known skill, especially since you'll be standing still for a majority of it anyways. Unstable Anomaly. This is just basically, oh shit, I stood in something that's killed me. I gain a second life, and you definitely need to run with this, especially if you want to push for those higher torments. Mainly because of that proc of being brought back to life. So it's like, okay, I just took 5 million damage with only like 4 million maximum HP. I'm gonna run away now while I have a chance to kill this thing. That's basically what this one says. Glass Cannon. Increase all damage done by 15%, but decrease your armor and resistance by 10%.
Just a little.
Enough said. Glass Cannon. We all know that term, being a gamer. Now, let's see this build in action. Okay, I'm going to head to my usual stomping grounds for these new builds, which is Halls of Agony. And let's get everything rolling. Okay, gonna pop Flint, Magic Weapon, and my Prismatic Armor. Now, let's see. Here we go. You can see right there, they're all being pulled together. That group's done. And then just teleport back for a little bit. You see right there, the black hole does help a lot. And you can see how, like I said earlier, almost died there because of that. You can see how much this eats up mana, just dealing with these elites. But they died fairly quickly. But thanks to the black hole, you can kill basically anything that you don't like, and you just gotta position yourself to make sure you hit as many targets to maximize its cost. I'm about to run out of mana here, but you see I get back fairly quickly with this build, which is great because wizards do spend a lot of their resources. As you can see, everything's dying pretty quickly. I haven't even needed to use teleport much because I don't have to get in, I'm not in that much of danger. But I think I just noticed my Templar died. That is hilarious. Like, he dies. I think that's his first death in one of these videos. And we'll just blow up this group and probably head back. You can see right there that everything just dies really, really quickly. And this build really excels in doorway battles. You just get groups come through doorways like this, and it's like, okay, you're done. Goodbye. 21 killed massacre. That's pretty good. Actually, I'll go down here see if I can get one more group. Just go. And they disappeared. Oh, this is intense. Another thing that makes this build so great is that this is actually one of the builds that you can run endgame content with when you get the full Firebird set going. Like this, if you want Fire Wizards, going this route and going to Firebirds would really help the set out. Right. Let's go back so we can round this stuff up. Okay, let's now first focus on the Paragon points. Alright. First and foremost, core. You always want to max out your movement speed. To find out what you need, just go straight into details, scroll down here, find out what your base movement speed is. You see right there, we're sitting at 0%. So we're going to have to max that out. And then you just then dump the rest into intelligence, increase that damage. Sorry. For your offensive, you got cooldowns. Black Hole's major part of this rotation, so max that puppy up. Then go for your crits. Finally, attack speed. For defense is always resist all. Make it so you take less damage and less likely to proc your unstable anomaly passive. I had to rethink about that. Think it saved for a second there, and I just showed it. So basically, the longer you go without proccing that, the better you are. Same with maxing out your life, bigger hit pool. Armor or life regeneration, which one you choose to go with. I've been liking armor lately, but it's all up to your personal preference. Utility, always max out your life on hit. For those who don't know me, I always follow the rule, you do no damage when you're dead. Life on hit makes it so you're mitigating as much damage by actually healing yourself, allowing you to stay in the fight longer, dealing more damage. After that, since this is a heavy cost on arcane power, resource cost reduction, finally, area damage, then goal find. For your gems, we're talking about we're going straight into my little secret stash here. When we're talking about wizards, you're definitely going to want to get the topazes for everything but your weapon and helm. You can see right there the increase in intelligence, that's the biggest one. Helms, always with the diamond, because of that reduced cooldown to all skills. The faster you get your procs off, the more control you have in the fight. Finally, for your weapons, you're going to be going with the emeralds. The increase crit damage is huge. I wouldn't really focus on legendary gems, but if I had to pick one, I would definitely go Bane of the Stricken for that increase against elites. Zystone of Vengeance, that would be huge with this build, especially since it gives you that increase the further away you are. And also, let's see, probably either Bane of the Trapped or, oh, what's that other one here? Okay, Bane of the Trapped or even Bane of the Powerful might work. All up to you. Esoteric Alteration would be good as well. So that'll be it for your gems. Armor pieces that you can either throw in the cube or wear. One that would really make this one really pop, especially for beginners, Cinder Coat. Huge. Reduces your resource cost reduction. You can see that I'm not running it in the cube, but if I did, when I do, I usually have it going. You see right there, reduces skills by 30%.
Please take me with you.
If you have the Firebird set, run it. It is huge. I do have pieces of it, and I'll show you what I mean by it is huge. You'd see right there, first off, the 2-set bonus. When you die, a meteor falls from the sky and revives you. That basically gives you... This basically turns you into strike 3, you're out kind of deal, where it's like, okay, strike 1, I died. Strike 2, I died, better Spartan up. Strike 3, you're dead. But the 4 and the 6 piece is what you're mainly looking at. 4-piece dealing fire damage causes the enemy to take the same amount of damage over 3 seconds, stacking up to 3,000% weapon damage as fire per second. After reaching 3,000% damage per second, the enemy will ignite, burning until they die. Your black hole, your disintegrate, all fire damage. This works with it. Then your 6-piece, your damage is increased by 40% for each enemy that is ignited. Elites that are ignited increase your damage by 2,000%. You run Firebirds with this, you explode. That's basically it. Like, there is... Oops, sorry. That is huge damage that we're talking about there. And that is it for the Disintergrate Wizard for fresh level 70s. If you enjoyed this video, please feel free to leave me a like down below. It really does help a lot, as well as subscribe for future entertainment, as well as feel free to check out all my other playlists. You can get a good laugh off a couple of those, and that'll pretty much cover it. So I will see you guys next time. Later.